All right, everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat here at Shira David. Moadim L'Simcha, good Mayit to everybody. Today is the second day of the Omer, Hayom Shnei Yomim L'Omer, whoever didn't count, and you're listening to it during the day, you can still count now. All right? Just if you didn't count in proper time, then you don't make the bracha. Okay, now. So we're going to learn today, as we always do, for the well-being of our soldiers and our captives, that Hashem should show them a lot of mercy because they certainly do need it, and Hashem should give the soldiers the courage and the might that they have, and they should continue to give it to them, and they should all be able to rid the world of this evil that gets more evil each day, right? More evil each day. Mamish, rid the world from the evil and bring everybody home safely. Okay, so today is a very, very befitting day. Today is the second day of the Omer. So today is Gevura Shebechesed. Gevura Shebechesed, right? Gevura is a little scary, right? Gevura is din, right? Pachad, fear, right? What's it say? Yizbainin ha'adam bedate. Says Rav Fresh. We're learning from the Sefira Sratem Lachem. In Adam Lamakim. He's buying Adam Bedate b'masei ha'gvura v'apachat shepoyel Hashem yisbarach b'olamai b'chlal u'v'imai b'frat. How do you like that, right? Shepoyel Hashem yisbarach b'olamai b'chlal u'v'imai b'frat. Think about the gvura, the din that there is in the world, that Hashem is meted out in the world in general. And in your own lives, all the difficulties and challenges that we have in our own lives, all comes from Gvura, right? What's my,
the Amma, to his nation, to the
Jews. For the Jewish, so
the whole world and the Jews.
Yeah, the Jews and himself, and us. Yeah. Ve'ech shemechavim bahem hu youre as abrias lahetiv imahem. How HaKadosh Baruch Hu is just trying to wake us up, so we should come closer to Him. Hashem doesn't want to bring all the din to the world. Hashem only brings to the world to wake us up. That means we don't get it. And then it's so sad when the other guys, they all go to the wrong side. They pick the wrong side. Right? We have so many of them. Ay, Hashem should spare us all. Kedugmas hayisurim habayim lo'odam lemarei kachet. Right? That Hashem gives us Yisurim in order to take away, to take away from us our chatoyim, right? In other words, it's much always easier, like we learn all the time. It's much easier to do tshuva, right? Hashem, I made a mistake. Hashem, I'm sorry. Please, Hashem, I don't want to do this again. Please, Hashem, help me not to do this again, right? But if we don't have the courage to say those words, right? Right? If we can't do them, we don't feel those words. So Hashem sends us difficulties in order to cleanse us from the sin, which we can avoid if we only did tshuva. Right? Isn't it much easier? Okay. Hashem wants to bring us back to tshuva. And there's either one, right? Hashem, either way, if in certain cases, Hashem knows that a person won't feel that it just won't work. So Hashem just gives him pain, and because He's just trying to help him. Hashem only does it for the good, for our good. That's the point. In other words, Hashem doesn't punish somebody, hurt somebody because He's mean to us. Chas v'sholom, Hashem loves us, right? We are Hashem's children. It's the same way sometimes when your child isn't doing the right thing, you have to give your child a little patch, right? Or yell at the child, whatever you have to do, right? Maybe not a lot of patch anymore today, right? But you're allowed to yell at the kids still, right? I don't think they said that's illegal, right? What?
We're getting there.
What?
We're getting there. Bitter patch. If you don't patch, you get a monster in your hands.
Yeah, no, I understand, but
Yeah, but you might end up in jail for giving a patch.
Right.
I always say this is hurting me more than it's hurting you.
Yeah. Hashem only does it for the good. And if you come to realize that Hashem is only doing these things because He loves us, so then you'll come to love Hashem. then you'll come to that Hashem, wow, you gave me this problem just to wake me up. Wow, Hashem, you went through the trouble, so to say, kiviyachol, to make me this problem, to wake me up, to make me realize. Wow, Hashem, you did that for me. So then you come to love Hashem. And hence, yes?
How many times can I do tshuva on the same sin before he gives up on me?
Hashem will never give up on you. Hashem never gives up on anybody. Never. Never gives up on anybody.
It just feels, if I could do tshuva and then be done with it, that would be nice.
See, okay, so you have to do tshuva and you have to ask Hashem that I shouldn't do this again. That's the point. Hashem, I did this, I did wrong. I don't want to do this thing wrong again. Please, Hashem, help me that I don't do wrong again. Right?
I understand completely, but sometimes it doesn't work.
It works if you really mean it sincerely. Sometimes people do tshuva, but they really, I did tshuva because I know I did it wrong, so I'm sorry, Hashem, but I'm going to really have to do it again. So that's not tshuva. Tshuva is when you really feel remorse for when someone feels remorse for what they did, correct? You feel the remorse, and I don't want to be in this situation again.
I understand how you said the Sitra Achra is very cunning.
Okay. But Hashem is more clever. If you ask Hashem to help you, He'll help you.
Okay.
Then you can come to understand that the gevura itself is really love and chesed. That's why Hashem is doing it. The same way the father has to yell at the child, the mother has to yell at the child. The mother doesn't want to do that. The mother's only doing that because the child, right? The kid's is running in the street and is going to run across the street. So the mother yells at them, "What are you doing? You're going to get." Does the mother's only yelling because she loves the child. If she didn't love the child, she wouldn't care, right? So Hashem cares. That's why He does these things. So when we realize how Hashem cares about it, that brings us to love HaKadosh Baruch. Unbelievable. Mishalmin as atzmai b'tayvasai ayedei ma'isa pachad v'agvura v'yisurim. So you can come to fulfill. You can come to fulfill your ahavas Hashem through the gvura. You understand? Through the problem that Hashem gives you. When you realize it's only coming because Hashem loves me. So then you can be mashlim, the chesed, the gevura shebechesed. You understand? That today's day is gevura shebechesed. Right? That's today's day. It's the second day of the Omer, is gevura shebechesed. So on the day of gevura shebechesed, you realize any of the challenges you have in your life, you only have these challenges because Hashem loves me. And if you realize that and you recognize that, then you can come to love the Rabbeinu Shalom through the Gvura, because Hashem is only doing the Gvura because He loves us. You understand?
Yeah,
It's hard to stomach. Yeah, I understand. Okay. No, but first,
it's okay. Like when the patch is not. So
just
hard.
when we get to just when we get to Gvura Shebegvura, okay?
Right.
Yeah, next week.
But then the patch is too hard, like.
I understand. No, because He gives us a little patch, and we don't get it. So you have to give a little bit bigger patch, and then we still don't get it. So you have to give a bigger patch. Remember we learned the idea. Remember we learned the idea. The Gemara says you put your hand in your pocket, you get the wrong coin, you have to go check your actions. What do you mean check my actions? I wanted a 5 shekel. I got a half a shekel, right? Whatever. So people say, "What's the big deal?" I put my hand. But if you could recognize something, wait a second. I wanted this coin. I didn't get what I wanted. So if I ask Hashem what did I do wrong, and I make tshuva, then I recognize the sign from Hashem.
That's all fine. I'm talking about like extreme. When there's a murder and death. So then it's really hard.
But again, it's only there. Again, we don't know Hashem's cheshbonos. We don't know His cheshbon. Why was it this person that got married? Why was it that person? We don't know these things, but we see these things. We recognize. Well, the other day there was one guy that he was his gun jammed, right? Whatever something they said the other day, his gun jammed. Well, that wasn't a chesed Hashem.
No, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
All right, but now we have to. Did we all get together and start the daven? Did we all get to? Did all the shul say, "Okay, everyone, stop what you're doing now. Let's come to shul. Let's say Tehillim"? No. We go on as a regular day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's another
Baruch
picture.
Hashem, Baruch Hashem.
Yeah.
It's great miracle. That's it.
Okay. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But that's the problem. That is the problem.
Yeah.
But we're learning, so if you realize each thing that happens, you turn to Hashem and you realize, Hashem, you only did this to wake me up. I got to change. I got to do better.
Yeah.
We should be doing nonstop Hallel for a year from what happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we should. I know, but
Unbelievable.
really, it's unbelievable. Really, it's unbelievable. Okay. Now, so now that was Bein Adam LaMakom, Bein Adam LaChaveroi, is like this. Kishmekayim mitzvah sachesed yitzamtzem bedatoi v'yachshav heitev b'ma oiseh chesed v'toiv. Think about what you're doing. That I'm doing this good. I can do this. LaChaveroi, I'm doing something good for my friend. Uv'ma einay chesed elohu toiva lefi shor v'nezek la'achaz man. Sometimes you give something to somebody, but really it can be bad over time, right? Right? You do a chesed, right? Someone, you have a perfect example. The guy's a drunk, right? And he says, "Can you give me a bottle?" So wait a second, is that a chesed?
No.
If you give the guy the bottle, it's not a chesed. It's only going to hurt him. It's not a chesed. So then you have to employ gevura in your chesed. You have to think. You have to judge. Gevura is judgment. Is this what I'm doing going to be a chesed that's going to be ultimately good? Or is this going to be a chesed that's going to come to be a damage to the person later on? So then why do that? Right? You want to take away the other kind of chesed. You want to do something that a chesed that has amitis. That should be a truthful chesed. You want to do something that'll be good for the person, and it'll always be good for the person what you're doing. You don't want to do a chesed for somebody that'll be mazik the person afterwards. And how do you do that? Through the midah of chesed, through the gvura. You need the gvura sheba chesed. Yes.
My wife was amazing at this one right here, and I was completely off when it comes to parenting. If you see what it's going to do for the kid, if you enable him, or if you don't, and if you give him the potch or don't give him the potch. I always found that really hard to punish because they were too cute. How could I do that to them? But my wife was amazing at it.
Because she's seeing the future. She
sees the future of it, yeah.
They also on the guru side.
What?
They also on the guru side.
The women that's on the side of Bina.
Bina.
No, that's on the side. Women are Bina. Men are Chachma. So the women have some kind of an intuition. Yeah, they realize. Yeah.
That's another example.
Well, there's another story that he brings over here now from Esav. You heard of Esav, right? Esav. It says that the David HaMelech writes in the Tehillim that the Kerachim of Albanim, right? So Esav was really perplexed by that. Why does it say Kerachim of Albanim? The mercy that the father has on the children. You would rather think it should be Kerachim Aim Albanim, right? Why is it Kerachim of Albanim, right? So he brings a story with Esav. Esav went one time. He wanted to try this out. He wanted to see how this works. Kerachim of Albanim. He wanted to test it out. So he goes to a poor village. He finds a poor village. And he asked the people if can he stay by them? So they said, okay, we don't really have much room, but you can stay. So he's staying there, and he sees that they're mamish poor. They have like a loaf of bread, and they have to split it up between 10 people. And now he's there, and they give him a piece. Then they have to give him a piece also, right? He's the guest, right? Okay, so he's staying the next day, and the next day he sees the terrible matzah. So he comes up with an idea. He says like this. He tells the mother, "Look, you have so many children. You have 10 children. Oh Hashem! I'll tell you what. I would like to take one of your children. I would like to have one of your children." And take the child off of your hands. I'll take care of your child, and I'll give you a lot of money. I'll give you 1,000 gold coins. And I'll take care of the child. So the mother says, no. The next day he asks her again. They only had a half a loaf of bread the night before. They only had a half. She says, you know what? Okay. So she gives him one child. He gives her 1,000 gold coins. And he goes on his way with the child. Meanwhile, the father comes home. The father comes home from his whatever he was doing during the day. And he sees on the house, he smells this thing's cooking, and there's light, there's candles in the house. And he goes, wow, what's going on over here? Wow, he couldn't believe it. So he walks in, and he sees, wow, the nice tablecloth and food, and everything is all gewaldic. He says, so how did you get all this money? So she says to him, well, we have 10 children, right? And really, none of our children have what they need. None of our children. Because we only have a little piece of bread. We can't give anyone anything. So Esav said that, he'll give me a lot of money so we can buy everything for all the other children. And then he'll take care of our other child. He has means. He has money. It'll be good for him too. So it'll be good for everybody. The father heard this. He says, what did you do? What did you do? What's this going to do for our child? That he was the one that was chosen, that we sold off? He says, we can't have any of this money. And he ran after Esav. He ran till he found him. And he said, take your money back. And he took his kid back. He took his kid back. He says, no. So he said, I understand. That's the Kerachim of Albanim. Kerachim of Albanim. The Rachmanis of the father has on the child. That's the ultimate Rachmanis. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is considered our father, right? Because the Hashem knows what's ultimately good for us. You understand? He knows ultimately what's the end, what we really need. You understand that? You see? That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu is considered Kerachim of Albanim. You understand? So now Esav understood that with this parable, that the story that was given. Okay, we understand this now. Again, no one's saying this is easy, Sasha. We're not saying, but we can understand things going on in life by understanding what the mechanics are behind it. I'm not telling you this is easy, but what is easy is, it always is easy to ask Hashem I want to make tshuva. Hashem, I want to do tshuva. That's not hard. Unless the person's a Baal Gaiva, right? Unless the person's a very arrogant person, he can't do tshuva. But if a person is a humble person, hey, I made a mistake. Hashem, I made a mistake. I don't want to make the mistake again. Hashem, help me not to make the mistake again. Vizel, okay? All right, so that's we have a little understanding of okay, now let's learn a little Likutey Halachos, okay? Because this is really the Shia. I'm sorry, but it's important to understand the day as well. Okay.
I don't know if this fits in with that.
Yeah.
But
okay, Mordechai. We'll talk yet
Okay.
because I have to get. I told you I have to go to Kiryat Shmon. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're learning Likutey Halachos. We're learning Inyan Kaddish. We're learning all these amazing things about Kaddish. So yesterday we learned, just to review, we learned the importance of the Aramaic, right? We learned the importance of Aramaic because Aramaic we have Lashon HaKodesh, which is holy and pure. On the other side, we have the Lashon HaGoy, the Lashonis HaGoyim, right? We have all the other languages that really are not pure. Hashem should spare us that we speak other languages, but really they're not pure languages. Aramaic is unique. We learned yesterday that Aramaic has within it tov and ra, right? Aramaic has within it good and bad. Good and bad. On some level, you could say that with all languages, right? On some level, you could say that, right? You could take the good out of each language, right? But Aramaic specifically Aramaic is the Eitzah, like is compared to the Eitzah Das Tov and Ra, right? Now, because it has the bad in there, and it has that, we said it's the klipa noga, right? It's the klipa noga. It's the noga. It's the neutral. It's neutral. So when you elevate it, it's so much greater. Okay, that's why we said the Kaddish. When we say the Kaddish specifically in Aramaic, because it's the holiest of the holy. It's the holy of all of them. And all of the times that we say Kaddish, it's even holier than the Kedusha. Most people would not know that. Most people say Kedusha. Oh, Keser. Nagdishach Benaritz. Oh, this is it. No, we learned no. It's great. No. Chas v'shalom. It's great. but the Kaddish, the Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah, it trumps everything. It's the highest of the high. But to recognize that, because again, that's where you're taking something that could go, that has bad properties in it, but you're lifting it up. Like we said yesterday, we say in the Kaddish, what does that mean? We said that's the world that Hashem made with His Ratzon. Right? Hashem made the world with His Ratzon. V'yamlich malchusei. He runs the world the way He wants to run it. When we recognize that, v'yatzmach b'konei v'karev Mashiach, right? And He's going to send us and He's going to bring us the Mashiach. Oh, Hashem, please. It's in the Kaddish. It's in the Kaddish. Those that know, those that have that. Yeah. Okay. The only reason why in Ashkenaz they don't say v'yatzmach b'konei is because in the where they were living, the censors said, "What do you mean? You want your Mashiach? What? You're not happy living in our kingdom over here? What is this? You can't be saying that in our kingdom. So either take this out or leave." All right, we'll take it out. That's how it happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. It's sad. And then, there's minhag b'yadeinu, so then they have that minhag, and they keep it. Okay. Hashem should spare us all. Okay. Now that was, so yesterday, and we learned yesterday the idea with Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu, when he was in trouble with Esav. Remember, he got in trouble with Esav, right? When he stole the blessings. So Yaakov Avinu ran to Lavan, right? Hey, wait a second. He goes from one rascal to the next. He has a brother that's a rascal. Now he's going to go to his uncle, right? Right? Lavan was his uncle, right? He's going to go to his uncle. So he said that his uncle was Lavan, right? Then we said on high we have the whiteness, the beauty, right? Lavan is white. Lavan made you believe he was special. He was a good guy, right? He was Lavan, white. Pure, right? White, pure, Lavan, pure. But he was really the Metzach Hanocha. She's the other side. Yaakov Avinu went in Lavan to attack the evil in the source. You understand? Lavan was the source of evil. Lavan was the source. And then when he finished with Lavan, then he can go back to Esav. Right after he finished with Lavan, he goes back to Esav and he says to Esav, "Im Lavan garti," and Rashi says, "Im Tarya mitzvah shemarti." Right? I live with Lavan. You're nothing. He's the evil one. I'm not scared of you anymore. But we said, so why did Yaakov Avinu prepare? Because you never saimich on a nes. You never rely on miracles. Right? Yaakov Avinu, when he met Esav, he prepared. Right? He divided the camp in half. He made the presents, right? He davened, right? And he did all the things, right? He did everything because you're never supposed to be saimich on a nes. Okay, got it? And that's why and Lavan Arami. Lavan was Aramaic. Lavan is from Aramaic. Now look at this. Now we're going to go on. Today we're in Hay. Okay, everyone have the place Hay? Right, 5. Okay. V'zeh bechinas min Aram yancheni balak. So Bilam says like this. Bilam says that Bilam was taken from where? He was taken from Aram. Bilam was taken from Aram. He went to Aram, specifically to Aram. Why did he go to Aram? Because again, that's the klipa noga. We said that the chachmei ateva, right? The chachmei ateva specifically want that. They specifically want that. Rav Nosson Sherman, he should be well. He was saying that one of the best customers that he has for art scroll Gemaras is the Vatican, Rome. They buy more art scroll. They buy every art scroll book that's published in English. Every book that's published in English, they buy hundreds and hundreds of copies. Why? Because again, they are the Chachmei HaTeva. The Chachmei HaTeva want the Aramaic. It's scary, right? This is going on today. It's mamash alive. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. They wanted to curse us with this idea of Arami. They wanted to curse us in that place, that special klipas noga that can be special. They wanted to turn it on us because they know that we're connected to the Ratzah. We're connected to Hashem. But they thought if we can go into this Aram, we can go into the Aram, the Aramaic, we can come and turn it around. We can turn it around and we can actually curse them. The Hainu. Look what he says. Loshan Arami, Loshan Targum. The Targum, like we do every day, we do the Shnaya Mikra Becha Targum, right? We do the Targum, Unklis, right? Do we know what that is, guys? Guys, we know what that is? The Targum, right? We do Unklis, right? Shnaya Mikra Echa Targum. Why do we have to say the Targum for? It's Aramaic. It's Aramaic, and it's what it does is it enhances the Lashon HaKodesh. Aramaic can enhance the Lashon HaKodesh. Okay, Lashon Targum. Shemisham Yanikas Chachmas Hateva Shayidei Zeh Ein. Right, that's where the Chachmas Hateva has their power from. Ein Yecholim Lekabel. Right? In other words, they wanted to curse us in a way so we should not be able to get the chesed from the Ratzah, right? That we should be on the other side. They wanted to draw us to the other side because really Hashem makes chesed. And Hashem wants, everything okay, Sasha? Okay, he wants us to have chesed, and what you have to do is they want us to be, because they don't want us to. They want us to work in the world in the what do you call it? To be involved in teva, to be involved in teva. They don't want us to believe in Hashem that Hashem can give us what we need in an instant. You have to work hard. That's what they are. That's what they say you have to do. Work. You have to work. Okay, Shenishbach has said, right, look at this words now. Shehu bechinas kohen. So he said that the chesed is kohen. Remember we learned that? Chesed is kohen, the kohen is chesed, right? The kohen is an ish chesed. Bechinas, vatem kohenei Hashem tikre'eyu. Like we said, when the kohen blesses us and he says, Yivarechecho Hashem. So it should be, va'atem kohenei Hashem tikre'o. You should also be called kohanim like me. In other words, the same way you give me truma, the same way you're taking care of me, you should get the same thing from Hashem, that bracha from Hashem, that way. And the Kohen is doing that because the Kohen says, if I really bless the people, they'll have more, they'll give me more, everything's good for everybody, right? V'zeh bechinas bracha, bechinas birchas kahanim. That's the birchas kahanim, like we just said, ki yikir kol ha-brachas heim bechinas kohen ish ha-chesed. The main bracha comes from Kain and Chesed. Why? We said because they're connected to the Ar HaPashut that comes out each day. Remember we said that? There's an Ar HaPashut that comes out each day, special light that comes out each day, and you can be mitzvah the light. You can fashion the light however you want to do it, right? So the Kohen takes that light and the Kohen takes it to the side, to the good side, and he blesses the people with it. That's the Kohen Ish HaChesed, and the Kohen blesses the people that they should also be. Va'atim Kohenei Hashem tikro. You should also be called Kohanim just like me. Get your bracha from Hashem. Take the light, the Ara Pashut each day, and be mitzvah that light, turn that light into something good, into bracha each day. Va'akin Esav bechinas chachmas hateva. And therefore, Esav, that's Chachmas HaTeva. Esav is Teva, right? He goes out to the field. He has to get a better bow and arrow. And he needs a better knife, and he needs a better this and a better that, because he's going to catch the animals, right? He's going to catch them if he has better stuff, right? He's going to have much better stuff. Right? Hoya miskane v'Yaakov. Al shekibel abrachas meyitzlok she'im bebechinas v'amdu zom v'road seinchem. Oh, wait a minute here. Hashem, Yitzchak Avinu gave Yaakov a bracha that the strangers will come and they'll take care of our sheep. The strangers will come and take care of. What is this? You got to work hard. You can't be like this. What is this? Esav is saying. The nations will work for you. They'll help you. What do we have today? Do we have that today? We have the exact opposite, right? Even today, when we're shepherding our own thing, they kill us, right? We're our own. We're shepherding our own thing, so the Arab comes and they kill us. We need the bracha, Hashem. Don't you see? This is what this is what we're learning, right? We need this. We need the bracha. We need to take that light each day that comes into the world, and we have to fashion that light into something great. How do you do that? Through Birchas HaTorah. Remember we learned that? When we believe those words, that's how you can do it. That's why we lost the Beis Hamikdash, because we weren't making Birchas HaTorah, because we weren't mitzvah the light in the right way. You understand? Okay. Ki Esav chochmas hateva hu hepech birchas haboyim ayidei bechinas hachesed. Esav is the opposite. He's the antithesis against the bracha that comes through the chesed Hashem, the chesed chinam of Hashem. Ki yikra chesed nimshach rak ayidei is galus harotzen. The chesed comes when there's a revelation of Hashem's rotzen in the world. When you have that as galus harotzen in the world, then you see the chesed. K'moshe kosav Esav, vayev kolola, v'tizaveyu v'loi chofetz b'bracha. Look at this. Vayehav kolola, v'tivaehu v'loi chofetz b'bracha. He didn't want the bracha, right? What is that? What do those mean? What do those words mean?
Love klola.
He loved the way that we should have klola. He wanted us to have klola. That it shouldn't be that there should be strangers taking care of our sheep and the nation should do everything for us. He loved that. Not the bracha. Right, okay. Ki Esav chochmas hateva hepech mi bracha. Esav is a chochma hateva, is the opposite of blessing. Work. Shu bechinas chesed. Bracha is chesed. Therefore, his miskana, he had jealousy over Yaakov that he got that bracha from his father. That I'm going to have to serve you? We're going to have to, the world and all the nations are going to have to serve you? How could that be? He couldn't stand it. He wants to conceal the blessing. Esav is there always to come to conceal the blessing of Hashem. Right? All the miracles that happen to us, that Hashem does for us, right? Like the 2 weeks ago, when we had those miracles, when Iran came to attack us, right? So that was a bracha from Hashem. Esav comes, no, it was the science, it was the this, it was the that, it's all the science. No, it's not bracha of Hashem, no. Technology. It's not birchas Hashem, no. And unfortunately, we buy into that. We buy into it. Yaakov the base Lavan. Yaakov Avinu goes to the base Lavan. He goes to Lavan's house. Right? He travels specifically to Lavan. Lavan the Arami. He's the Aram. He's the Mr. Targum. Lavan is Targum. He goes over there. He figured, I can't get rid of Esav by himself. I need to go to Esav's source. I need to go to the source of where Esav is getting his chacham, where he's getting his stuff from. Where is he getting his stuff from? He's getting his stuff from Lavan. I got to go there, and I got to attack him over there. I got to attack the supplier, not this guy. He's the supplier. He's the guy that I got to attack. Because he's chachmas hateva. Vaz hoida loy ala brachas k'may she'amra b'seinu zal ala pasuk yi lecha asher lecha kan hoida loy ala brachas. In other words, it's going to be that Esav, in the end, he's going to give in. Esav is going to give in, like we said yesterday that Ovadia. right? Avadia was the one that made the nevuah. Avadia was the one that made the nevuah that Edom is going to be. It will be the demise of Edom. So he said, why was Avadia the one to say this? The Gemara is asking, why was it him? Because he came from Edom. He was a ger. He was a ger from Edom. He was a ger from Edom. So therefore it's most befitting. Like we said, the forest, right? The forest knows, the axe handle knows the forest, right? Because the axe handle came from the forest, right? The axe comes and knocks down the trees in the forest. But the handle knows that it's really the forest, right? When we said that yesterday, right? So Esav, Avadia came from Edom. He's the one that could prophesize. He's the one that could say to Nevuah that Edom is gonna go down. You understand? So it's the same idea over here. At the end, in the end, it's going to be all bracha, and Esav knows that. But he's trying his best. And why does Hashem do all of this? So we can have bechira, remember? So we can have free choice. So you could say, yeah, it wasn't a miracle that we were saved by all of those drones and all of those missiles. No, that wasn't a miracle. It was natural. We could say that. How do you know we could say that? Because people are saying it. Right? Aren't people saying it?
Yes.
People are saying it, right? But we choose Hashem. We know it's the Ratzon Hashem. We know it's the Chesed from Hashem. The ones that are honest, they'll tell you the truth. They'll say that they do the math. They'll tell you it's impossible that 50% of their things over there exploded in Iran, or 40, whatever it is, a lot of them. Let's say a whole lot of them exploded over there. They never took off even. Right, they had all the explosions in there because they kept exploding over there. Right, they're faulty things. But they send over here over 300 of them, and we get 99% of them, whatever it was. One we missed or something, right? Of over 300, 330 or something. Mathematically that's impossible. Right? The equation's impossible. Half of those things don't work over there, and all of our things worked. Think about it. Every one of them worked in the right way. And Hashem made it that Jordan will come and get in their planes and they'll shoot them down also. Jordan, our enemy.
And this physicist was saying that it worked, but they had in time. Everybody had to do it at the right time.
Synchronized.
It's synchronized,
Yeah.
They missed one, yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Unbelievable. Do you understand that? Hashem had these guys in Jordan get in their planes and go up and America was whatever to be over here at this time to do this. These are all miracles. You want to say it's our technology? What are they saying about that? That the Jordanians went and got their planes and they shot them down? That's not a miracle. That's not a miracle. That's the biggest miracle of all.
There were so many that came in and did that. I mean,
Yeah. Amen. The what?
There were other countries too that all came in. It was like that was also quite amazing.
Yeah. That wasn't a miracle. That's the prophecy that the nations are going to come and help us. That was Hashem's prophecy.
Oh, really?
Well, think about it. The other nations, they came. France was there. England was there. But Jordan was there too. Come on. Saudis, yeah. They love us, right? Yeah.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
There's a contrast. They were beating us up over Gaza. They're starving. You're killing them all. Blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, they all come to protect Israel.
Right. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry, guys. I have to go now. So we'll stop. We'll stop over here. Okay. Can you please mark where you are in the Sefer so we'll know for tomorrow? Baal Kain Bilam Ubalak Sherotza L'Kalal Es Yisrael.
I got it.
You can I have your pen for a second here, David. You just want to make a flag over here.
I don't know where that is. Do you know where that is, David?
Hey, you want me to find it for you?
Yeah.
Here, let me find it.
Targum, after the Targum.
Here, I'll find it for you. Okay, here we go. No, here. Yeah, there's 300 Chayalim that are waiting to get some things today. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
What?
It's more than more than twice.
Where are you up to here? Kaddish 1? You're in Ches?
Taking a ride to the beach because they went to
Oh, it goes this way. Oh, it goes this way. So I'm going the wrong way. Oh, it goes this way. Miskane Yaakov, Shekibel Brochus Me Yitzchak, Vayava Klala, Miskane Biyakov, Vala Brochus, Esav, the Chas V'Shalom, the base Yaakov. Here we go, the base Lavan, this part of Oz, Haydu, Brochus. Here, right here, up to right here, right here. Right here on the bottom of 253. 253, the bottom of 253.